One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the Palouse, Pullman Washington Martin Stadium, home to the Washington State Cougars. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the USC Trojans. Facing off with another team from the Pac-12, the Washington State Cougars. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Washington State lined up to kick it off and get this game going. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the USC Trojans offense comes onto the field first today. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows to have success in this game against this defense is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy.
There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The offense lining up for a first down play. Looking for a man. It's Owens. Fires to the right. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. Quarterback on the keeper. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. They send the tight end in motion. They go to the ground. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Let's step back here and chat a little Washington State. Biggest problem for schools that aren't the traditional powerhouses, getting the bodies they need, especially on the defensive front. And David, they going for it all. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Washington State sends out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And those body blows really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Backed up at their own 13-yard line, it's first down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Got his man downfield. Oh, he's got some space. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him. The Trojans are moving quickly down the field. On the ground, it's Brigg. Spins away from the defender. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Off play action. Right down the middle. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30. Jones to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Woods. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's Instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Caught, posted the marker, it's Barnes. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Pulls it in with one hand. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
2 hands is coached. You know, 1 hand's optional. What a great one-handed stab.
Wazoo headed to the line with another 1st down.
Here we go.
Leaves it with the back. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this 1st quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break.
3:25.
Looking to fire. Grab behind the line. It's Woods. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Ball just inside the 40 at the 30. It's 3rd and short. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Lets it fly on the move. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. Washington State will have to boot it away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed it.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Trojans come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Owens. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. That pass not Moses. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. A couple of yards shy of the 1st down marker, but they've decided this is 4 down territory. The offense still on the field. Caught near the sticks. It's Cherry. And once again, you see how valuable the tough little slot receivers are on 4th down.
You isolate those guys, get the matchup you want, and now go win. Nice job by this offense, getting the matchup on 4th down, and the QB seeing it, throwing a strike, getting the 1st down.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
They'll go to the ground. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. It'll be 3rd and long. To the air, it's Owens. Zips it out to his man. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Got it set up on the outside. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. The Trojans will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Cherry. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Well, that's going to make it a little tougher. It's 1st and 20. They'll go to the air. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Right on target this time. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Going to look downfield again. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
I just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, take a peek at what's happening in this interesting battle in the MAC. Miami of Ohio is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. They're trailing by just 4 to Bowling Green. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Leaves it with the running back. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room as they mark it at the 17. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Breaks into the open. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Jones wants to throw it. Makes the grab on the left. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Barnes. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This drive has been sharp. They've moved the chains a couple of times. Now 1st and 10 from the 42. To the air on first down. With make the catch. It's 4. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And how about the defense here? Oftentimes in these 2-minute type situations, you're just sort of in this prevent mode. You're trying to force the opponent to kick a field goal and not score a touchdown, but they're still being aggressive. They're out there still trying to make plays, and how about that effort creating the takeaway?
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Find some fresh air. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Trojans can really attack on this 2nd and short. Quarterback extends the play. Got room to work. Didn't find much running room there. Picked up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And he's just kind of proven that he's difficult to defend. And when I'm playing defense, and we've seen him have success throwing the ball through the air, but now, nice job dropping back, trying to force the ball down the field, but does a really smart thing. Just kind of tucks it, takes off, and gets the first down. This guy's showing you a little bit of everything today.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Gets it out quickly. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Timeout, USC.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Owens.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas, try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
That makes the score. USC 14, Washington State 0.
He'll bring it out. It's Barnes. And you make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Looks like you've had a very enjoyable day there today in Pullman. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas on the Palouse at Morton Stadium.
The Trojans will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a score.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be...
No, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. He'll try to take it back. And he has is taking it all the way back. Touchdown, Southern Cal. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you've got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Going to the running game. Ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big... The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing, big turnover forced by the defense.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Grabbed behind the line. It's Brake. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Throwing right. A strike downfield. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Trojans have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. A little screen to the running back. Touchdown, Trojans! A great catch and run for 6.
Number 20.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead.
28. Washington State, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something. Put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Jones to throw. Looking left. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Hauls it in, looking for space. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. They They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Well, you saw that broken tackle, David. This defense has to do a real good job with gang tackling to stop this guy today.
You cannot assume one guy's going to get him to the ground. Everybody's got to swarm to the football, all eyes on him, and play physical.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
That's a first down.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They go back to work in the final period of this one. To throw, it's Owens. He's got it and still on his feet. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
That looks like a real simple play by the wide receiver, but give him a ton of credit. That was an excellent route. He never telegraphed that he was breaking to the outside. Kept his eyes downfield, so when he cuts, he's able to get maximum separation from the defender, and that's why that play is successful.
And listen, I'm just trying to find a way to be positive down here, have positive gains, not run, QB sneaks and halfback dives, get the football on the perimeter with somebody
trying to get it in. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play.
Offside, defense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides on the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Let's it fly. Touchdown, Trojans. Fitted in the window for the score. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American. Virginia Tech made it look easy today, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit road victory. And a win like this only confirms there is something special brewing with these Hokies. Always fun to see two of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Well, do here on 2nd and long. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the left. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. And the Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. A run for the quarterback. Turning it on.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand, now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So,
great move. Now he's got room. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Washington State has it all working right now. They'll ride the hot hand. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Makes the catch. It's Crawford. He'll go out of bounds at the 21-yard line. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Looking downfield on 1st down. Working that left side now. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Washington State has it in the red zone. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Pucks it out of the air. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Play number 10 on this series. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. The Cougars, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Gives it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. The running back has it. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
Thanks so much for spending some time.